Well, hey, this is Jerry bringing you another episode of What's Broke Today. Today we've got a 2009 Polaris. It's a Sportsman 500 ATV that he's complaining about it slipping. And, to go to take off, that it just didn't have no power, and it would, it's like the belt was slipping. Or he actually said something inside the transmission. So what I did was took it apart. I actually went out and drove it. And if you're just going light and easy putting around, it actually worked pretty good. But if you actually get on it very hard or go to climb a hill, it wouldn't. It was a dog. It had plenty of engine power, it just didn't go. So, of course I did. I went ahead and put a new belt on it because, the belt that's on it was worn really bad, and it didn't fix it. So I went out and was driving it, and I just left the belt cover off, and what it looked like was the outer pulley was jerking. This inner pulley looked like it was spinning and slipping. So I tried videotaping this before and didn't have much luck. So what I did was I put these marks on here, which I should have lined them up straight, but I was standing up and I got them at an angle like this. Kind of not quite perfectly straight, but let me get up on this and fire it up. And then we'll see if this works out better on the videotape than it did before. I'll shut it off for a second. If you watch, as engine speed increases, the front pulley squeezes together, which thus pushes the belt farther out on this pulley, and then sucks it into the back pulley. I'm going to lock the brakes down. Well, let's try this again. Now that didn't do the same thing it did to me the other day. I was actually smoking the belt. Whew. But, well, actually it did. I just didn't notice it. Yeah, I can see where these were lined up. Now they're all set. Yeah, I think I'm going to move something, take this out for a little drive. do this again. Alright. Well, I just got in a bind, but more or less what's happening, I believe, is, let's turn this around. You can see here's my paint marks on the outside. When we turn this around, there's my paint marks on the inside, so they're about, well, not about a third of a turn off. So let's pull this off of here. And most of the time, let's see. Yeah, this one will slide off. Sometimes you got to get the tool and to take it off, but yeah, it's already chewing up my new belt. Now that I got it off there, see my paint marks lined up, but see this thing's got, I mean, we shouldn't be able to do this. So be careful when you pull off the snap ring, because there's a little bit of spring pressure there, but this one, that spring feels all screwed up, so I don't think it's a problem. I got a cat here trying to help, that's why the camera's moving. Oh shit, yeah. We got quite a bit of wear on our ramps here. We'll pull our pulley off. Our bushings are good there, but down inside of here, the plastic things that our things run on are basically, they're gone. Because see, as you know, this thing's sandwiched together tight. Like so, and this only goes on one way. There's actually one of the slots inside of here is wider, and then there's one of them here that's wider, so you line those up, and so that way you get everything in time. And of course there's holes for the springs to go in. Yeah, but more or less, what I'm doing here, you shouldn't be able to do. That it should tighten that up as the front one moves, squeezes down. It actually pushes this one out, and the belt runs lower in the groove, which makes it go faster. Well, yeah, with that the way it is, yeah, but that thing, yeah, it's just wasted. And I'm gonna say, with the wear we've got on this, I'm betting our only option is to replace the whole assembly. Because as rough as we are here on these ramps, because you can buy these plastic things separate, but it's just going to chew up a new set of those. So I think I'll just get a new one of these coming, and that'll probably have him fixed up. But yeah, I guess while we're messing with that, and of course the spring, I'm not sure. It looks like this was in the middle hole, but the spring is what helps keep it pushed together and down. And then there's 2 holes in the top. And I don't think it's been in the same hole in there all the time, because they both are showing wear. But the thing is once this thing starts slipping, I bet it just pops it up out of that hole. Then we lose all our pressure pushing it in anyway. So we'll get another one of these coming. And while we're looking at these clutch parts, let me go grab a primary clutch, the drive one that goes on the engine. This is the drive clutch. And see, it's got weights in here. So as the engine speed goes up, this squeezes down on that belt. And as it squeezes down, it makes the belt start riding up higher. Now the reason I replaced this one, which may be hard to see, but down here in the bottom, right in through here, instead of being a nice flat taper, which I don't know if there's any way to really show that, but yeah, instead of being a nice smooth taper, this one is worn. And someone that putts around a lot in high gear, slips the belt down in this low area quite a bit. And the belt will actually wear, because this is just aluminum or magnesium material. The outer one here don't have quite as much wear on this side, but the outer side here, instead of being flat, it's got a cup in it. So that's why I replaced that, because that was actually chewing up belts. And likewise, as that one squeezes in, as the belt starts sucking down in here, it pushes this apart. So, but I'm going to get one of these ordered and put it on there, and we'll see how it turns out, and we'll go from there. Okay, got my new clutch in, and I actually got an aftermarket one. I have to look on the box and let you know what brand it is, but yeah, so I'll put my belt on, and I can just slide it up over, and then just get it up on the shaft, and try to put it in gear so it don't want to, because the shaft's wanting to turn, I think, as I'm sliding it on. There we go. And I put some thread lock on the threads of the bolt, and that only calls, I think, for like 17 foot-pounds of torque. So my little Craftsman gun here, it don't have much get up and go to begin with. So, but yeah, I mean, that's simple, putting that part of it on, and fire this thing up and see how it does. Also, that's got our driven clutch replaced. That I'm like 99% sure that's all that's going to take to get this one up and going. That I'm going to go drive it before I put it all back together, and then I'll put the cover, the belt cover back on, and then get the footrest back on there, and back on all the bolts and little trim clips in, and get this on its way down the road. That appreciate you watching this episode, and we're unveiling. I got new hats and shirts to go with the channel, so try to look a little bit more professional in future episodes, because my other hat was getting, well, it was wore out, but it was comfortable. That I'll still wear it some just when I don't want to get these dirty. But hey, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video to be useful. That I appreciate the thumbs up for the. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to my channel. That I hope you're enjoying the content I'm giving you, and keep an eye out for another episode of What's Broke Today in the future. And I'll say keep an eye out for our next episode, because no telling what you're going to see on What's Broke Today. Thank you. Well, I got done taking the Polaris Sportsman out for its test drive. Actually worked really good. That you get on it, I mean, it gets up and goes. That do a little bit of a power brake on it and let off, get her throttled up and let off the brakes, it'll almost pull the front wheels. That I made quite a few laps around the back pasture and drove over a couple pretty good hills, and everything worked like a champ. That I appreciate you watching the videos, and I'll say if you found this one to be helpful, I'll gladly take a thumbs up for a like. Please subscribe to my channel, because there's no telling what you may see on What's Broke Today. Have a good one.